Hey, we're interrupting our regular videos to talk about Idalia in South Carolina.
That's right. As you know, unfortunately, Hurricane Idalia came ashore today in Florida, and our hearts go out to those in Florida. All the destruction, I'm sure it's terrible. But next, Idalia is coming up the South Carolina coast, and it's going to hit our area as a very strong tropical storm tonight. So we're going to head down to Garden City Beach and see what's going on. What are the preparations? And then we'll kind of continue and follow the storm as it comes up through this area. So you ready to hit the shore?
I hope we don't blow off the pier.
I hope not. If we can even get on the pier, things might be closed. But all right, here we go. Let's go to Garden City Beach. And a special shout out to Sylvia and Charlie, who stopped us in Costco yesterday to say hello. Driving down to Garden City Beach, the rain was picking up. And compared to a typical summer day in Garden City Beach, the parking was empty. Okay, so we made it to Garden City Beach. Now, the rain bands have already started from the hurricane/tropical storm. What they're expecting is after 3 o'clock this afternoon, there's going to be high risk of tornadoes, increasing winds overnight, and a storm surge of around 8 feet because it is going to be high tide when the winds hit this area. So we're going to take a walk and see how the ocean looks and take a look and see if there's been any precautions down here at Garden City Beach. You ready to get wet?
I'm glad we brought our rain gear.
That's right, it's pouring out. So when Idalia hits later today and this evening and the storm surge comes in, this whole area at Garden City Beach will be underwater. It typically floods during storms like this. The last one, Hurricane Ian, was really bad, and they had weeks and weeks of cleanup to do because of all the sand.
Put the sand on.
So I'm going to take a walk over and see if we can get to the beach, and then we'll try to get on the pier. So in preparation of the storm surge, what the county does is they pile sand at all the entrances to keep the water from coming through this area. So we're going to have to walk around the sand barrier.
Well, the ocean doesn't look too angry now. There's a lot of surfers out there.
Yeah.
Fishermen.
Yeah, it does look pretty calm. Yeah, it's low tide now, but later on today when the storm hits, we'll be at high tide, and that's when the storm surge is going to come in. So one thing of interest here at Garden City Beach, after Hurricane Ian last year, all the sand dunes were flattened because of the storm surge. Since that time, they've piled some sand back up, and here's another example of where they piled sand up just yesterday or early this morning in front of another beach access to try to stop the incoming tide tonight. So let's walk on over to the pier to see if we can get on it. I notice all the umbrellas and overhangs on the pier have been removed in preparation for the wind tonight.
There's no lights on. It looks like the pier is closed. There's no lights on. There's a lot of cop cars.
Actually, no people on there either. Police are out in force, getting ready for tonight. So it looks like Sue's right. The pier is closed. Let's walk up and take a closer look. Pier is definitely closed. And some of the flooding just from the rainwater is starting. Tide hasn't even come in yet. For those that live down here, I bet you've never seen the pier parking this empty. And over at Sam's famous hot dog place, it's closed in preparation for the Idalia. And they have sandbags at the bottom of the door. It's really starting to come down. We're going to try to make our way back to the car. We are soaked. Later Wednesday afternoon, as the squalls came in off the ocean, the rain intensified. And there was radar evidence of tornadoes near our home, prompting these alerts.
Tornado warning. A tornado warning has been issued for your location. Take immediate action for your protection. For additional information, monitor local media.
Take shelter now in a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building.
All right, so it's 5:30 p.m. We've been having heavy squalls of heavy rain coming off the ocean most of the afternoon, and they actually noted what looks like radar evidence of a tornado that passed just a few miles from us. No wind here though. The wind is still pretty calm, but the tornadoes can roll in off the ocean during these type of storms. Okay, so quick update. It's 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday. It's still pouring. Bands of rain are coming in off the ocean from the tropical storm. The center of the tropical storm is about 90 miles south of us and is coming up the South Carolina coast. When it gets closer to here, that's when the winds are supposed to pick up. But right now, as you can see, it's raining, but just only very little breeze, nothing at all. All right, so it's the day after the storm. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. We had tons of rain overnight. Some areas had up to 5 inches. Very little wind, although apparently a tornado passed very close to us. Now down in Charleston, they apparently had a lot of flooding of their streets from the high tide. And down at Garden City Beach, there also was a lot of street flooding. So we're going to head down to Garden City Beach now and see how does it look. Are the sand dunes still there? Does everything look okay? All right, so let's head down there. Hey, you ready to go to Garden City Beach?
I'm ready. Wow, what a difference a day makes. Can't believe how beautiful today is. Yesterday was terrible.
Okay, so last night these roads were flooded according to the news, but things look pretty good now, I'd say. And the good news is that the high tide last night did not destroy the dunes. And it looks like the county's already been out and moved the temporary sand dunes from the entrance.
The beach looks great here. No damage from the storm. Get ready for the holiday weekend.
That's right. This weekend is the unofficial end of summer here in the United States. So if you're planning a trip down to Garden City Beach or Surfside Beach, don't worry, everything looks fine. And if you're wondering about the Surfside Beach Pier, which you can see straight ahead, it's still under construction, and it's scheduled to be completed sometime in late 2023.
Why are they taking so long?
That's a great question. Now our Punta Cana videos will resume tomorrow, Friday at 6:15. In that video, we'll review the restaurants and food at the Majestic Elegance. Until next time, safe travels.